I got really lucky because I was looking and I was searching high and low, and I actually found the video, at least one of the angles that was posted on Instagram, TikTok, one of them other. But y'all have got to see how ridiculous. Number one, not having the balance of having a husband, maybe even not having a father. When you come to these imbalances of the way that people behave, nobody wants to check and balance our sisters. You can't tell them anything. They think that everything that they do is wrong. They think that their way of parenting is the best way, and violence will be inflicted if you don't believe so. So I want y'all to take a look at this bull crap that is going on out here in our society. But let me give you a disclaimer. It's a little bit disturbing, so I'm going to give you two disclaimers. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm going to tell y'all, I was going to put this on an episode of Just Shenanigans, but it's not even funny at all, but I think it needs to go on Shenanigans. So warning before we get there, let me put this in big letters. The following video contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. So if you can't handle it, if you got thin skin, this might not be the place for you. All right, now I want y'all to take a look at this woman. And yes, she has clothes on. She's just wearing clothes that is very close to her skin color. And her belly is hanging over her belly. Like, why does she have that thing that looks like a backpack in reverse, like one of those little what do they call those fanny, like she got a big fanny pack that's really full on the top of her stomach right there. Terrible looking. Like, I don't know who told them walking around with the exploded muffin stomach was okay, to be just exposing that for all the world to know how you are shaped. I just personally think it's disgusting. But nonetheless, a woman is facing felony charges after she was caught on video pepper spraying and attacking a group of children, little bitty babies, little bitty tiny itty bitty babies, relatively young high school kids. They could be middle school, but I think they're high school kids. At a Carson, California Taco Bell, of all places. We're going to get back to Taco Bell here in a minute. All right? The idiot that you guys see on my screen that claims that she do anything for her babies, except for give them a proper father, a stable household, and show them how to act in public or in private. Anything outside of that, I guess she'd be willing to do for her kids. Act with some decorum. I guess we maybe not willing to do that either. But anything for my babies. Her name is Nicole Coleman, 36 years old, allegedly. And she was charged with one felony count of assault with a deadly weapon. Now, how is it that she got one count when you got a bunch of kids sitting right there? She should have got a count for every kid and every person that was around there. Okay? She also was charged with one count of using tear gas and 3 counts of child abuse under conditions other than great bodily harm or death, all misdemeanors. Just out of pure curiosity, I'm just wondering if there was a big old black man, somebody who looked like me, and I wanted to protect my daughter from these people saying bad things about my daughter, and I go confront them at the local Taco Bell, the local taco shack, and I decide to pull out my pepper spray and I spray children. What if I did that? Y'all find out DJ Just J pepper sprayed some children inside of a Taco Bell. Do y'all think that would be considered a misdemeanor? What would y'all think about me? If it were me, if it were a man, if it were any man, how do you think that man would be viewed? Do you think that'd be viewed as misdemeanor material? I just doubt it. Seriously doubt it. If convicted, she faces a maximum sentence of 6 years in state prison. I'm sure if it were me, I'd probably get a life sentence. Coleman, and of course, this is y'all vice president's state as well. So, of course, they're not going to take crime seriously like they haven't been for the past handful of years that vice president has been running California into the ground. But I digress. Had to take a jab because this was the perfect time to do it. Coleman is accused of pepper spraying a group of teenagers and attacking them. She got into a full-out brawl with these kids. She allegedly punched and threw a girl to the ground. A witness told Fox 11 that Coleman, the mother, also fractured a girl's skull by slamming a laptop on her head. How is that not attempted murder? Witnesses said something happened between the woman's daughter and one of the kids in the group. While I'm relieved that none of the young victims suffered significant injuries, the nature of this attack is deeply troubling, District Attorney Gaskin said. As adults, we have a responsibility to be role models for our young people, and violence in any form is never acceptable. Is never an acceptable response. So based on how these girls' mother responded, that are standing right there in the background, how do you think that they're going to behave when they become their mother's age and when they have kids? You think they're going to behave the same way as their mama when that's the only example that they've had all their life? That's how this type of thing continues to keep replicating itself. Now, I know I'm going to have some people out there to say that maybe I'm going in on race and eyes don't know what eyes talking about, and it's white people that do it too. Well, you know what? I'm going to agree with you. Yes, white people do this type of thing too. They come into Taco Bell and pepper spray people all the time. I agree, right? But if that's the case, the AFCmatters@gmail.com, why don't y'all send me the video and show me the videos where all these white people and people of other races are out here pepper spraying children over words. Send those videos over. I'd be glad to analyze them and break them down and discuss it. Be happy to do it. For those out there that believe white people do it too. Okay.
Our top story tonight, caught on camera, chaos inside a South Bay restaurant.
As a mother allegedly attacked a group of teens with a can of pepper spray. KKL News reporter Lori Perez is live in Carson now with this video. Lori.
Pat, that's right. And the video is a lot. We're told that this all started last year with two girls fighting over a boy, but it came to a head last week when they say one of the girls' moms got involved, and that tonight has gotten her arrested.
No. You want a pepper spray again? Who wanna know? You want a pepper spray? Do you want to know?
This was the chaos that erupted last Wednesday inside a Carson Taco Bell.
You want to fight kids? You told me to fight kids.
A woman is seen pepper spraying a group of teens and then even throwing punches as multiple fights break out.
Everybody that tried to help us also got pepper sprayed. Everybody in there, if not a Taco Bell worker, was a child, so everybody else that got pepper sprayed was also a minor.
Some of the teens involved say from the start they were shocked an adult showed up and got involved in what they say wasn't even that big of a deal. Just some trash talking between two groups from different high schools until one girl called her mom, who they say came in hot with the pepper spray already out.
I just want justice because we didn't even do nothing but try to help our friends, and we got pepper spray for no reason.
There wasn't anything for the mom to have came up there and did what she did.
Monday, sheriff's deputies say they arrested the woman seen in the video for assault with a deadly weapon.
Where's her crutches? Oh, right there.
Another mom, whose daughter was pepper sprayed, arrived just as the fight was breaking up. And
somebody in the chat says she looks like a swollen can of biscuits. She does. That's exactly what she looks like. A can of busted biscuits. I agree.
Says she wants the district attorney to file felony charges.
This is not something that they deserve. Two of the girls are on the basketball team. One is super injured where possibly can end her career, and she's super mentally distraught right now in that situation. These girls...
She's super mentally distraught, like she's super injured. She's super mentally distraught. And she can't do her super basketball, and she had super grades before this super incident happened.
Girls are so traumatized and afraid of everything that's happening.
Now, police have not yet released the identity.
Well, we did. It's all good. We did.
A woman accused of a pepper spray attack is now facing charges.
Assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. Mike, you told us about this earlier in the week. So what's she being charged with?
Yeah, you know exactly what the parents in this case wanted, which is a felony, assault with a deadly weapon. Yep. She's also being charged with a handful of misdemeanors. This all apparently started with some kind of rumor or something that was circulating throughout the school. The mom got involved with a group of these girls who was allegedly involved in all of this.
So she showed up on a rumor? Oh my God, she really is that stupid. A rumor. She showed up on a rumor.
A woman accused of a pepper spray attack is now facing charges.
Assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. Mike, you told us about this earlier in the week. So what's she being charged with?
Yeah, you know exactly what the parents in this case wanted, which is a felony, assault with a deadly weapon. Yep. She's also being charged with a handful of misdemeanors. This all apparently started with some kind of rumor or something that was circulating throughout the school.
A rumor circulating around the school. You know what we call that back in the day? Words. You know what we also used to say back in the day? Sticks and stones and laptops can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. I thought, right? But rumors, you got to get pepper sprayed and you got to get cracked across the head with a laptop and you got to have your ass whooped, I guess. You's not going to play with my name on social media, y'all.
The mom got involved with a group of these girls who was allegedly involved in all of this. And that's when the pepper spray came out. Yeah, there you see it. That's the woman in the orange. You see the pepper spray canister in her hand. In addition to the pepper spray, there was an all-out brawl that happened inside of this Taco Bell. The DA's office has charged a 36-year-old woman, Nicole Coleman, with, like I said, assault with a deadly weapon. She also faces other charges related to child abuse, as well as some misdemeanor counts, 3 misdemeanor counts of child abuse with conditions other than to create bodily harm, and 1 count of use of tear gas. That's, of course, the pepper spray. If she is convicted on all the counts against her, she faces a maximum of 6 years in prison.
She ain't gonna learn nothing sitting in prison for 6 years.
Inside Talk teenagers gathered to demand justice and to explain their version of what happened.
And some girls that we had got in an argument with before had came in there and they was like, not harassing us, but they was talking about us. So my friend had went over there and said something, and she basically said she was gonna call her mom on us. So we laughed it off and we thought her mom wasn't gonna come. But like 10, 15 minutes later, her mom came storming in, yelling at us, screaming at us, and she proceeded to pepper spray all of us.
Over words. Y'all catch that? I believe this young girl right here. All over words. No physical actions.
3 of us. Once I'm pepper sprayed, and then you want to fight, and then took it upon herself to throw a Chromebook at my head afterwards too, on top of the pepper spray and stomping on us and all that other stuff.
The woman's identity has not been released, but she is facing charges of threatening with a deadly weapon.
I just honestly believe that Taco Bell deserves better customers than this. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, this woman should be banned from ordering from the value menu. She should be banned from going inside the store. Like, she should be subjugated not only to prison time, but when she gets out, she should only be allowed to have Taco Bell if she orders it by way of Uber or by Lyft or DoorDash or something like that. That's the only way that she should be able to get Taco Bell, right? Because I'm just saying, this is ridiculous. But, you know, the kids are gonna say things. They're gonna have words, and they might even have some skirmishes. But let the kids figure that stuff out. I don't think these girls were in no type of danger, especially when none of this came to any blows. It was all about words, and Mama felt disrespected, and she brought her big busted biscuit looking self up there with her belly hanging over her belly with the exploded muffin top, thinking that she was sexy and looking good. And just, God dog, man, like, why do people have children by people like this? It's ridiculous. Fellas, we got to choose better baby mamas. We got to do better, or just stop having kids all the way around, all right? Nonetheless, keep these children in your thoughts and prayers, and keep Taco Bell in your prayers nationwide that, yeah, you don't have people coming up here doing stuff like this. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I think I'm going to put this on an episode of Just Shenanigans. All right?